Are you ready? Culture Core, where every accent belongs. Hello, my friends, and welcome to Culture Core, where every accent belongs. My name is Letty, and this is already episode 2. Can you believe this? Episode 2. I just released the first episode of this podcast 1 week ago. Now we are already here doing episode 2, yeah? So this is beautiful. I am really glad. I'm happy. I can't wait to start. And thank you so much for being here again, maybe. Or if you're new here, welcome, of course. I want to invite you to be a part of this community. It's worth it. Stay here, stay tuned, and yeah, thank you. Nah? So the topic of today is gonna be interesting. I can't wait to read your comments, see your thoughts on this, hear your thoughts on this. No? You know what I mean. English is not my native language, as you know. So yeah, don't blame me, don't hate on me. Okay, chill, relax. So yeah, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this. Today is gonna be about pet names. So how do you call your partner? How do you call your husband and stuff, yeah? What pet names are there in different languages and cultures, and what do they mean in another language, I want to know your thoughts on this, and yeah, I definitely have my preferences and experiences with pet names. So a lot of thoughts on this, yeah? I guess you too, so I can't wait. Yeah, tell me in the comments as always. This in a few seconds, but first, I want to thank you for being here in general, supporting me. After the first episode, after I released it, it was so nice to see how many of you really watched it immediately. Yeah, posted and you were like, yeah, I love that. So much support, so much positive feedback. I'm very happy about this. And it's really nice to see that a lot of you guys of this community are interested in this topic, in this podcast, and that you just get the vision. You get the vision, yeah? I found my people. This is really nice. And yeah, there's so many things to talk about in the future. Like, I don't know where to start. But today we will start with episode 2 with the pet name. So are you ready? I'm ready, definitely. So what inspired me to talk about this topic anyways? Actually, one of you guys, you commented on my video and I read this specific comment and it inspired me to talk about this more. I'm gonna read it to you. So for context, I posted a video like I often do about things that I love about Germany. I really have posted many of them. Like this was, I don't know, part 5 or something, and there are many to come of definitely. And yeah, I talk about things that I loved about Germany. And this one guy, his name is Jay, he commented, "British are the fakest people on the planet. It's Oscar-worthy behavior." Oops. Quite dramatic, yeah? So this is what he said. I'm not saying that I'm saying that, but for now, I don't want to judge this comment. Not for now. I'm going to later on this episode, but for now, let's just talk about my experience first that I had with British people, that I have with the UK, and afterwards I can judge, yeah? So my experience with the UK is like it started 8-ish or 10 years ago, I would say, because my sister moved to London. Oh, I have to say no. I went with school. Yeah, I went with school on a trip to London, but yeah, it was only a few days. But yeah, in general, when I was a teenager, I went to London for a couple of times. And yeah, I had no prejudices at all, yeah? No judging. I was just happy to be there to see something different, you know. As a teenager, you're like, just like, I want to see something else than what I know. And I was just happy to be there. No, not many thoughts at all, yeah. I was just happy to be there. And the funny thing is, back then, this is gonna sound ridiculous, yeah, but I really thought that I was fluent in English. Wow. This is ridiculous because now when I think about this is so delusional because I wasn't at all. My English was really bad. But back then I was like, oh my God, my English, I'm actually quite a native language speaker. Yeah. Language speaker. Yeah. I speak English fluently. Like English is my native language almost. My English is perfect. That's how I felt. That I was so confident. Oh my God. And now that I'm older, way older, my English now is actually better. It's way much better. So now you can imagine how bad it was like 10 years ago. I was so confident, and now I'm not confident anymore. But back then I was so confident, even though I wasn't very fluent, not at all, not at all. So do you know that feeling when you're younger? You're just confident, more confident in everything. Back then, you were like, I can do anything, yeah? I can do anything. The world belongs to me. The world is mine. I felt like that. I was like, there's nothing that I can't do. I was so confident. I was like, everything is easy, yeah? And the older I got, yeah, and wiser, more mature, the more people that I met, most of the time adults, who crushed my dreams and said, you're delusional, chill, you're not as good as you think and stuff. Yeah, my confidence shrinked. Yeah, so you know that feeling. Like, is this really sad actually? Because, bruh, now I have to spend my whole life, or like you as well, I guess, everyone who's adult, we try spending our life to get that confidence back that we already had when we were younger. Just because someone else was like, yeah, whatever. Anyways. I thought my English was perfect. I was like, oh my God, English is like so easy. I speak English. I like natives. I was very confident. But as I said, very delusional. So when I arrived in London and I met people there, and I had my first conversations with people from there, you know, this was weird. I was quite shocked and confused because I talked to them. And they started talking, and I didn't understand anything, nothing. I didn't understand one word in London with the people from there. I was very confused. I just heard, like, nothing. Nee, nix verstanden, gar nix. I was like, what? I just heard, like, but this confusion I can't even describe. I looked at my sister and I was like, I'm sorry, but am I stupid? Because I thought in England people would talk English. What language is that? She was laughing. She thought I was joking. I wasn't joking at all. I was not understanding this. I was like, what kind of language is this now? I thought it's English in the UK, in London. What's this? It was British English. It was British English. Oh, ach so. British. Can I have some water? Give me a water. I thought it's water. I thought it's water or water. What kind of language is this? Yeah, it's British English. You know, the problem was, you know, as I said, I was delusional. I thought English is so easy and I'm fluent, but I wasn't. I had no connection with British English before. Nothing. 10 years ago when I was a teenager, to me, of course, I watched some shows in English, but it was always American English. So everything related to English was American English. Like scrolling on TikTok, being online in general, on the internet was American English. Of course, sometimes I heard somebody with a British accent, but it was never that extreme. Or I heard some news reporters speaking British English, but I didn't feel like it's that bad or this extreme, at least. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, I was really shocked. I was like, okay, now I know British English is a whole nother language. Because this is not English. I know English comes from Britain. But to me, it was, I didn't know better. Sorry, I was younger. So this really shocked me. This is one thing. But the other thing shocked me more. There was another thing. So being in London for the first couple of times, I didn't understand anything. But also I noticed that almost everyone there called me babes. Strangers. People in the supermarket, people on the train, everywhere, people that I just met, friends of my sister that I just met, they didn't know me, they called me babes. Babes. Do you need help, babes? Babes. Why do you call me babes? Everyone calls me babes. Why is everyone flirting with me at this point? Why is everyone in love with me? Hä? everyone calls me babes. I was very confused. I'm like, also, this is very inappropriate. I'm a teenager, I'm quite young, and you call me babes. You don't even know me. You don't know even know if you like me. You call me babes. Stop flirting. This is harassing. This is harassment. Yeah. I was very confused. But then I noticed that these people, or almost everyone, not only called me babes, but also my sister. I'm like, okay, it's this one. This is too much. No, you call me babes. You call my sister babes. You are flirting with both of us. What is going on? Stop it. Oh my God, what kind of country is this? So I talked to my sister and was like, what is this? Yeah. What is this about? And my sister was like, bro, like, relax, it's normal. They call everyone babes. Not that deep. They just want to be kind. They're just kind, polite, sweet. I don't know. I was like, why would they do that? Why? Why would you call me babes? Just to be polite? But now I get it. So back then, as I told you, I was very young. I was like, what a fuck. And now that I'm older, I get it, of course. This is something that we have in every country, I would say, but not as extreme. It's very different because in Germany, it's not like that. Of course, there are some people that like to call strangers pet names, cute names, but it's not a thing here, actually. Not at all. You can't compare it to the UK. But now I get it. Yeah, you always have these people that are just want to be kind and say like, babes, cutie, darling. No, I'm gonna tell you about Germany real soon. But yeah, I understand. Didn't understand back then, but this was the case. People do it. Yeah, whatever. So back to my comment from the beginning. I'm going to read it for you again. So, Jay said, British are the fakest people on the planet. It's Oscar-worthy behavior. Yeah, so tell me in the comments, guys, what do you think? Do you agree? Is this true? Is it not true? I want to know. So first, I have to say that I agreed, or I had the same opinion due to my experiences in London the first couple of times that I visited London, yeah. Now it's not anymore. Now I don't agree anymore. Because back then, as I told you, growing up in Germany, people are not like that. Like complimenting strangers in Germany is not a thing in general. But calling them pet names, not at all, I would say, no. And like experience this a lot, this crazy kindness of people there, not only this babes, like pet name calling, but also people were extremely kind and extremely generous and happy, and it was weird to me because I was like, you don't know me, why are you acting like that? So back then, my first impression maybe could be, or maybe was the same as this person in this comment, but let's just talk about this later on, because now I definitely don't think like that anymore. So stay tuned and text me in the comments right now if you agree on this or not. So after these experiences in London, I was like, okay, now I understand. People say babes to you. It doesn't have a meaning. It's not that deep or something. Yeah, they call you babes. They flirt with you. Weird, but okay, whatever. But correct me if I'm wrong. But now I understood kind of that they say babes to everyone, no meaning at all. But they say babe to their partner. They call their girlfriend, boyfriend, babe, not babes. So there's a difference, definitely. And I have to say that the pet name Babe is nice. I really like Babe. Babe is cute. I think it sounds good. It's, of course, not very special, not very creative, but it's cute. It sounds nice, soft, and beautiful. Like, yeah, babe. Can I have a bite, babe? Yeah, babe, this is so cute what you're wearing. I love you, babe. I love you, babe. Babe, stop farting at this point, okay? Stop farting. Babe. It's cute. Like, it's, yeah, I like to say it. It's a good word. I can understand why people use it. So, do you know how most of the Germans call their partner? So, what is the most common pet name in Germany? Do you know? I'll tell you right now. It's Schatz. Yeah, Schatz. I don't know where to start. I really don't like it. I don't like the word Schatz. But somehow almost everyone says it here. I have many reasons why I don't like the word Schatz. I'm gonna tell you right now. But nee. Like 80%, yeah, 80% of the people here. Not 90. Almost everyone says Schatz. It has a beautiful meaning, so it makes sense. Schatz, translated into English, is treasure. So yeah, it's cute. I mean, you're my treasure. But even treasure sounds nice in English. But Schatz, I don't like it. You know why I don't like it? Because Schatz is linked to so many cringe memories in my head. This is why I don't like Schatz. So, for example, German trash TV, yeah, reality TV, by the way, German trash TV is the best. Nobody beats German trash TV. It's the best. It's funny, dramatic, authentic. It's wow. So in German trash TV, for example, you watch a show, yeah, and there are 10 couples, and they all call each other Schatz. This is so not creative. Everyone says Schatz. And then when you watch this, you hear Schatz in every version, in every emotions, every tones, like all the time. I can't hear it anymore. It's like Schatz. Hörst du auf, Schatz? Schatz. Du hörst überall, you hear all the time Schatz. It's too much at this point. I can't hear it anymore, bro. And as I said, like, it's not only in TV or in trash TV. People in daily life, like normal people, everyone uses this. 90% at least say Schatz to their partners. It's too much. You hear it everywhere. Like, teenagers from 13 years old to 90 years old, grandmas and grandpas. Everyone says Schatz. So, yeah, the next thing is that Schatz, to me, doesn't sound beautiful. Like, to me, if you call your partner, romantic partner, another name, yeah, another pet name, it should be at least sound beautiful. I mean, come on, this is your chance to call someone a beautiful name and you say Schatz. It has to sound soft and beautiful. And I know, now that we're already talking about this, a lot of people think that the German language is harsh and hard and brutal and not beautiful, and like we are always screaming. This is such a cliche. Not true at all. I mean, like, okay, maybe in Bavaria or in Franken, it sounds a little bit like we scream. Sometimes it's very harsh, yeah. And the sounds of are very strong. But in general, proper German really sounds beautiful. It's really good and it's soft. It depends on who says it, but it's not brutal at all and we don't scream. Like, proper German is really beautiful. So that aside, Schatz isn't a soft word. Of course, you can say every word more softer. So it's definitely a difference if I say Schatz, or Schatz. But still, this is quite, it's there. So it's not very soft. It's quite hard. And the next thing is, even though if you can say Schatz, instead of Schatz, in daily life, you wouldn't care. You don't try to sound soft. So it's more Schatz all the time because you don't think of, I have to say it more soft. You say Schatz, yeah. And this is, to me, not as beautiful. Even though, as I said, treasure is a beautiful word, beautiful meaning, Schatz doesn't sound good enough to me. It's not a beautiful word itself. I think an alternative, yeah, another German pet name that is more softer or more beautiful to me is Süße. Süße means sweetie. So translated into English, it's sweetie. And it's more softer to pronounce. So I like Süße more. The problem with that is I can understand why nobody says Süße in German, because it's a thing that men say when they catcall on you. So when they're doing catcalling, they say Ey, Schnecke. Na, Süße. So maybe that's why they don't say Süße. I don't know anyone who says Süße to their partner or Süßer. So feminine Süße and masculine Süßer. But yeah, unfortunately, it's a pity because it's better than Schatz in my opinion, but still not the best, yeah. I wouldn't choose Süße as the best pet name, but in German it's a softer version. I would say a softer word. But in general, still, I would say babe or baby is till now better. Yeah, I like it more. By the way, babe and baby is quite global. Did you know that? Right now, everyone says baby, even though you're not from the USA or UK. People in Germany say baby. I hear younger German people every day calling their partner babe or baby. Like it's a thing here already. Yeah, it's global. I think because of TikTok or social media in general, I guess. But yeah, people say baby here as well, not only in the UK or in the USA. And it's nice, so I can relate. But back to babe and babes, there's a difference, as I told you. In the UK, it's like babes. You can call babes every even your gardener. No? Your gardener can be babes, or your, I don't know, call worker. But babe not. Yeah, I think so at least. And we have the same thing in Germany with Schatz. Because, no, it's not. It's actually not the same. Because babes, as I think, is like, you don't call your partner babes. Schatz, everyone in Germany calls their partner Schatz. Yeah, your partner, romantic partner. And there are some people, not many at all, that use Schatz as babes, like similar to babes. So they call you Schatz even though you're stranger to them. You know what I mean? For example, when you're in the supermarket and you're like, whoa, where can I find the chocolate? The chocolate. And they're like, oh, sweetie. And they say, I'll find it for you, Schatz. No worries. Ich mach schon, Schatz. Na, Schatz, da. It's there, Schatz. So, it's very rarely, doesn't happen that often. Not a thing in Germany at all, but some, I don't know how to describe who's doing this. It's most of the time women, older ones that are from Berlin, I would say. Yeah, so it's not a typical German thing, but these cool older women, they would do it, I would say. But now tell me in the comments, how do you feel about pet names in general? Because I have to say, I'm not a fan. I don't like it that much. Calling it or saying it to your partner, to your boyfriend, husband and stuff, okay. For me, it's not necessary. It doesn't have to be, but okay, it can be. Yeah, we can do it. This could be cute. It can be cute. But calling this, telling darling or saying darling, Schatz and stuff to your friends or strangers is weird to me. And I tell you why. Because for me, saying these pet names, it always feels like you belittle me somehow. Or like you disrespect me. Actually, okay. I'm gonna be honest right now. I hate it. I hate it when people say babes to me, darling, sweetie. I hate it because I'm not your sweetie. Yeah, I'm not. Don't call me that. I'm not your darling. I'm not your babes. I'm nothing. Yeah, I'm a grown person. Why do you call me that? So I'm gonna explain you why. And I have an example because, for example, in Germany, it's not only Schatz. They developed a trend of saying mouse. Have you heard of that? Mouse is such a thing. In the last couple of years, they just started to use it like everyone. And everyone loves it. I hate it. So mouse is the same word in English, mouse, yeah? So the animal. And they use it like, for example, yeah, you know what? Yesterday I was at a club. And in the club toilet, I needed a tampon, and there was this nice sweet girl, and she gave me a tampon. So nice of her. What a sweet mouse. Such a sweet, cute mouse. This is what Germans say. Oh, voll die süß Maus. Such a sweet mouse. Such a süß Maus. So kind of her. Or Another example, for example, when you tell a story or you tell your friends, oh my god, yeah, yesterday, oh, I fell down the stairs, yeah, it was very painful, Monday. Or I lost my wallet again, this is the third time this year. And then your friends are like, mouse, not again, mouse. Stop it, I'm not your mouse, you're disrespecting me. I feel that you're like, oh, this stupid mouse, stupid girl. Why do you fall down the stairs, and why do you lose your wallet all the time? This is what you mean. Don't try to act like I'm stupid. So do you know what I mean? The vibe of calling someone mouse is the best example, but as well, other pet names is always like the little, oh, you sweet little stupid. And I know that people don't mean it like that, so this is why I don't crash out when people say it to me. It's not like I hate it so much that it's such a social thing, a thing of society. So yeah, I don't care, but I don't do it, and I find it weird. But it's a belittling thing. Stop it, I'm not a mouse. And then now that I think about this, Germans really love to call their partners as an animal. It's a thing. A lot of pet names in Germany are animals. Maus, Hase, Bär. Huh? Wow. Rabbit, mouse, bear. Are you kidding me? This is a thing. Yeah, but I don't like it. I'm not an animal. I'm a human being, grown. So the next thing is, if you already call me like an animal, why mouse? I'm not similar to a mouse at all. If I would be an animal, I wouldn't be a mouse. I'm not a mouse. Like at least something cooler there, like panther or leopard, or I don't know, something butterfly, something cool. Mouse? I'm anything but a mouse. So, nee, I find it weird that in Germany everyone loves to call everyone mouse. Ugh. Stop it. Nee, I don't like mouse, so I hate it. Now you know. But now let's talk about my favorite ones. They are very beautiful pet names. Romantic ones. Good ones. My top 2 pet names for partners are Amore. Amore, number 1. Italian, of course. Love, my love. It's beautiful. You know what? Okay, Italian is a beautiful language in general. It has melody, it sounds good. It's just a beautiful word, amore. It sounds good, and I love it because when I hear my cousin say it to his girlfriend, for example, I love it. It sounds romantic. It sounds beautiful. It's a beautiful word. It's a beautiful sound, beautiful pronunciation. So I'm half Italian. So every time I hear my Italian family say amore, I'm like, yeah, I love it. Me, though, I wouldn't say it actually, because even though I'm half Italian, I don't talk Italian daily. It's not my native language, and I actually find it quite weird when you call or when you use pet names in another language, actually. I mean, I could do it somehow, but it has to be authentic. You know what I mean? It has to be authentic. You can do whatever you want, but I think it's weird to choose just any pet name because you're like, it sounds very good. So I would prefer to be like, talk in this language like daily and then use this pet name, or my partner is from there or something. Yeah, tell me in the comments what you think. But for me, it's like, I don't know, I wouldn't use a pet name in Russian, for example. Yeah, but amore, it's a beautiful word. It's beautiful. I love it. It's really nice, romantic. It's just nice. Same as, or quite same, so place 2 for me is mon amour. Français. Mon amour. C'est joli. Huh? I love it. It's beautiful. But it's a little bit too long. Mon amour. It's too long. A pet name has to be like quick, sweet, soft. Mon amour. If you're francophone, yeah, if you're French, you speak French, of course you can do it. And also the French people, they talk so fast, so they wouldn't even say like, I wonder, do they say mon amour? Mon amour? I bet they say "Mour," just because it's so fast, so quick. They'd be like, can you give me the salt, please? Give me the salt, yeah. Mon amour. It's not mon amour. But anyway, for me it's too long. But beautiful pronunciation, beautiful word. I love it. So mon amour, amore is my love, actually. And in English, my love is also beautiful, I would say. In German, it's meine Liebe or Liebes. And it sounds not bad as well, I have to say. But somehow nobody does it because I feel like it's not modern enough. Or also not comfortable enough to say meine Liebe or my Liebes. It's like, yeah, not what you would say like every day, actually, even though it's very beautiful. So it's very different in every language, every culture. In Germany, Schatz is a thing. In UK, you call strangers pet names. In Germany, not so, yeah. So it's very different everywhere. Coming back to the comment from Jay, who said British people are very fake and Oscar-worthy behavior. I have to say I don't agree anymore. Could be true, but I'm not from there, so I don't know. Tell me what you think. But I have a thought on this, and I actually found a comment of someone who commented or reacted on this comment that I really can relate to. So he said, fakest people on the planet and stuff. And then Amel commented something that I really can relate to. She said, yeah, I prefer the British way of being kind and polite. Rudeness is so draining and unnecessary. Life is exhausting enough. And I totally agree on that because it's like, of course, I appreciate the bluntness, yeah, being direct and honest, but it really is draining when it's too much. And sometimes in Germany, there are no boundaries anymore. So for me, I'm like, okay, be fake. At this point, I'm like, be fake. And if it's not genuine that you're nice to me or kind to me, whatever, I don't care. I don't know you, you don't know me. So I'm not mad at you for you trying to be polite, even though you don't know me. So be fake, whatever, but at least you're kind. And not like, I don't want to be moody because you were moody and you are in a bad, how do you say? Bad mood, yeah? No, I don't care. Like, this is too much. And in Germany, sometimes there's actually another comment that also really I can relate to. So Mina said, an honest person is good until they get emotional. Facts. Because it's like funny and stuff and good when people are honest and you're like, yeah, I know, I don't have to read between the lines. I just know when Germans feel a kind of way, they just say it directly. I don't have to read between the lines. But the thing is, when they get emotional or people like that get emotional, there are no boundaries. And it can be hurting. It can be painful at some point. It's not always, oh, I'm just direct. And people always say, I'm direct, I'm just direct. And they think they can't be like rude. But no, at some point, it's just not directness anymore. It's just rude. Like, bro, checkst du? Too much, nah? Rude. So, yeah, I get it. I totally get it. So, I have to say, I somehow agree with, like, okay, people being too nice, too kind, extremely kind in the first few seconds could seem fake, but I prefer it. But this is actually a whole nother topic, yeah? This is something like this bluntness and people being harsh and very direct in Germany, and it's very different in other cultures. This is a whole nother topic that we definitely gonna talk about in a future episode, definitely, but not now because there's a lot to say about this, a lot, yeah. So there are many pet words. These were only a few, and I would say quite the basic ones, but also good ones, no? And I have a feeling that, as I said, babe is okay, amor is beautiful, but not for me. I haven't found my perfect pet name yet. I feel like there's something out there that I have to find that isn't too common, too basic, but also not too forced and authentic and sounds soft, but also it has a beautiful meaning and stuff. Like, there has to be something. If you have any ideas, please tell me in the comments. I'm searching for a pet name. I need something better, but it's not something urgent or something. Yeah, who cares? You can also, I'm a fan of just calling your partner by his or her name. It's not that deep. Yeah, it doesn't have to be rabbit or bear or Schatz or babe. It doesn't have, yeah. But in every language it's different, every culture. So tell me in the comments, how do you call your boyfriend, husband, girlfriend? I really want to know. Do you have like creative pet names or the basic ones? Or like, how is it when you're in a relationship with someone who speaks another language, so you don't talk in your native language in this relationship? Is it like weird to you to use a native language pet name? So how do you feel? What is the best? And do you call your friends also pet names? Or in your culture, is it like you say babes to random people, strangers on the street, or only to your loved ones? This is very interesting. I really want to know. And yeah, as I said, I have my preferences. And I'm searching for my pet name in the future, something that is better than babe or baby. And maybe you'll help me. This would be really, really nice. Oh, yeah. So tell me in the comments, share your thoughts, and come back to me on social media, of course. But next week, same place, same time, Wednesday, Culture Core, where every accent belongs. 4 p.m. German time, so it depends on where you live, of course. But just remember, Wednesday, I'll be there. Go click on YouTube, Spotify, or everywhere where you can find podcasts. And I can't wait to see you again. So guys, share some love. Thank you for being here again. I love you and bye-bye. Culture Core, where every accent belongs.